to be perspicacious as an individual, you need to pay attention that even movements that are a positive thing with positive outcome and positive intention to some degree are going to be corrupted with ulterior motives. They're going to sneak something in. They always sneak something in. Otherwise, if they couldn't sneak something in which benefited them as a whole, they wouldn't even allow the movement to gain traction. Why do some movements gain traction and some movements don't? Because the Matrix decides. The Matrix sits there and decides, we want Greta all over the news now because we want to talk about the climate. And then what we want to do is put taxes up because of the climate. At the same time, when we're talking about sea levels rising, we're going to buy a bunch of mansions on the beach, funnily enough. And nobody's going to give a shit because we know the sea level ain't going to rise. So there is always an ulterior motive. And you have to see beyond this, that most of the things that are propagated by the Matrix are not propagated for the actual intention. They do not give a shit about the planet. What they give a shit about is more control over the populace. And that's what they're doing now in Europe. If you could actually log out of a video game and look at right now, the Dutch farmers are taking all their tractors into the city and blocking the whole city because they put taxes up to the point where Google it. All the farms are going out of business. Every farm is going out of business, and they're all going to be bought by an international conglomerate, and he's going to own all of it. Who's knows who? They're going to own all the house. That's right,
dude.
Pause. Climate change is New World Order bullshit. And this is the thing. You have to understand that all of these movements are a psyop, because if they're not a psyop, they won't allow them to happen. It's all a fucking psyop.